Hello friends, welcome to my channel once again. Traveling is something that I will never get tired about, and especially when it is a trek, who will say no to it? Yes, this time it is the trek to Kumara Parvata. This is considered to be one of the toughest trek in Karnataka, and this is my second time. The first time I went, I wasn't prepared for it and I could finish only halfway. But when I came back, I made a promise to myself that I am going to complete it next time. And because this was my second time and I didn't want to go without preparing myself mentally and physically, I also decided to record my experience this time and share it with you all. Come on, travel with me virtually throughout the trek and I'll explain you all my experiences during the trek so that you can plan yourself better when you go there next time. So be ready with these things before you start the trek: water bottles, sleeping bags, torch light, tent bags, hiking shoes, cap. Make sure you don't carry a lot of weight with you. We started from Bangalore by around 5 am and reached Kukke Subramanya by around 12 pm. So in between there were a lot of scenic places where we stopped by for some time. We reached Kukke Subramanya temple around 12 pm. That's considered to be a famous temple there, and paid toilets are available. So as soon as you go, you can go there and freshen up yourself before you start the trek. And also we had a lunch near the temple. Eat good amount of food, but definitely not stomach full. So if you eat stomach full, you will not be able to climb the hill. Fill in your water bottles and let it be of very less weight. Carry juicy fruits, preferably orange, because orange makes you feel fresh. So whenever you feel really exhausted, you can have one orange. And here we come. So this is the entrance. Once you start, you will feel it very easy and you can find greenery everywhere. It will exactly look like a forest. Keep walking and there are boards on the trees telling that you have just 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, and just watch that. Do not look at your smartwatch. It is definitely not going to give you the proper kilometers that you have walked. So yeah, so this is the Giri Gadde is 5 kilometers. So that is the place you need to reach and pitch your tent. Giri Gadde is the food place. We are not going to stay there. We are going to pitch our own tent. So we are going to cross that and go, which is half kilometer more than Giri Gadde. So this surface is like more of muddy and there are lots of woods in between. So please be careful. Wear your hiking shoes and then start the trek. That will be more easier for you. It's quite exhausting. When you have reached only 2 kilometers, you will feel like you have reached some 4 kilometers and you will be literally catching the breath. This is how we sounded when we crossed 1 kilometer with the weights that we carried, and that is why I am insisting on carrying lighter weights as much as possible. While you're walking, you will start enjoying the routes. In between you can take rest, but not too much. If you rest too much, definitely you will not be able to finish it on time. If you have planned to reach the place by 4 or 5 pm, that would be a better choice, because after 5 or 6 the place will become dark. Oh my god, we have just finished 3 kilometers and we have 2 more to go to Giri Gadde. And Giri Gadde is just halfway, in fact lesser than halfway. So the routes are like this. It's really beautiful. But in the last 2 kilometers, you have a different views. Like it is more of a bright and open sky. It is not like this dense forest. As you move on, like because this is an open sky area, you will feel the heat. And in few meters, that is just before the Giri Gadde, you will have a check post where they check your bag completely. So no cigarettes, no alcohol bottles, and no electronic gadgets other than your mobile phone are allowed. They are very strict in this. They check everything literally. And here comes the Buttermane, which is that Giri Gadde. you've been seeing the boats like everywhere. So if you have planned for a stay, it's not a very big spacious place for stay, but it's just that if you don't have any other option, you can stay in Buttermane with your sleeping bags. But it's always better to pitch a tent and experience the tent stay. If you don't have your own tent, then don't worry. They have few tents which they give it for rent. You can book it there. For us, we had our own tent, so there was no need of renting it. And there is a place that they have allocated for the tent stay, so you need to pitch your tent only there. Make sure that's a flat surface. It should not be a slanting ones. Yeah, I'm so excited. The tent is ready now, so we'll see the space inside the tent. And this is the space, inside space. We 3 people slept inside the tent. So from here, we took some rest for the day because we had walked all the way. We had body pains and all those things. So we did some stretches. We'll stay here the night and start early in the morning by around 4 a.m. to cover the remaining distance. So early in the morning, 4 a.m. was not a joke. We couldn't see anything literally. It was completely dark. So you can see only the lights up the hill, and there was something like beautiful to look at from the distance. So this dark it was when we were starting uphill. So from here it is another 6 or 7 kilometers to reach the peak. So it will be like going on and on and on and on. But this is kind of like beautiful. The morning trek was very pleasing and very good. Now because you have already walked that 5 kilometers, you will feel really fresh to walk the other 6 kilometers. It's like literally your legs got used to it. This was more of open sky, so the routes were also like this, like a lot of stones. So like this it will be going on and on. We were going for another 7 kilometers. The viewpoints were really good, like the early morning, the sunrise, everything you can see. Provided you have to start by around 4 a.m. That is how we planned, because we need to return back in the same day. And you can find those small water sources when you go up. So if your bottles are empty, you can just fill it up there. The water was really good. It was exactly like that river water. If your bottles are empty, you can just fill it there. It's very fresh. It's a very clear water. So here when you climb up, you really don't feel the strain, because you can keep your luggages in Girigadde. So once you keep your luggages there, you will be little free. You can just carry your water bottles and you can start walking. So after some 5 kilometers, you can see one small hill that you might think that is the end and that is the peak, but not. That is Sheshagiri. So we need to go to Pushpagiri, which is Kumara Parvata. So from there you have to go another 1 or 2 kilometers to reach the actual place. Everyone needs to experience this. This is such a nice thing. after the Seshagiri hill, you can find a lot of different routes. Again, the deep forest kind of routes. So that is almost like 80% of hill is covered. So you might need to complete the rest 20%. But remember, you need to come back the whole distance again. So this place was a little different. It had a lot of stones and you need to climb up the stones. A little difficult one too. But this was the last stretch. So you need to climb up with willpower without giving up at this point. And yes, here comes the peak. The long wait is over. We have reached the peak. It was really tough. It's not easy. That feel cannot be explained because we have walked like the whole day. This is the end point. You can click pictures there. So this is how we reached the peak, but you need to come back again the same distance that you walked. So from the base, the Girigadde is 5 kilometers. So from there we stayed the night. Next day early morning we started by around 4 o'clock. We reached the peak by around 10:30. We had our little bit of breakfast there, and we again started from there immediately by around 11 o'clock after clicking some pictures and taking some 10-20 minutes of rest. So we started from there again by around 11 o'clock. From 11 a.m. we reached the Girigadde back by around 12:30 p.m. So from base to Girigadde it was 5 kilometers, and from Girigadde to the peak it was 7 kilometers, and from peak back to Girigadde it was again 7 kilometers. After that we had our lunch in Girigadde, and from there we started by around 1 o'clock because we need to reach early to the base. There is no place you can rest. It was like full one day. Throughout the day we have walked. So we came back to the base by around 4 p.m. So that is how it is. It's not easy, and one needs such experience once in lifetime. And I can never forget Kumara Parvata. This time, yes, I completed it as I promised to myself. So never give up. We saw a lot of kids coming there. There are a lot of ladies. There were a lot of aged people who were climbing it with so much of willpower. So I think everybody can do it, but give it a try once. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked my video. Please share and subscribe if you want more such videos.